scotches for every one I had, and still won every argument I began.
The listener might now like to test his literary intelligence by listing, by any mnemonic tag, as many individual epiphanies as he can remember having heard.
English is the language I speak about.
The blossoming of genius depends upon cold weather. In tropical heat, even the strongest, most persevering minds wither away.
She played an unaccompanied sonata for moonlit piano.
That was one technique I'd never even thought of before.
Yes.
She feared that in the hysteria of repacking, she had lost her husband's ashes.
The gently undulating barren hills around me all had nipples that made me feel less alien.
Rowboats, my love, will get us nowhere.
Why weren't my friends as interesting as my favorite literary characters?
He reared back and then ran forward until he swung his arm around in an arc, screaming the expense of his energy as he hurled the javelin much, much further than he had ever thrown it before.
They consummated their new love on a bed of nails.
His principal talent as a social critic lay in persuading us that his private troubles were our public issues.
Mother didn't believe in miracles, well, aside from me.
No one would believe that I did not know what I did.
At the South Pole, my equilibrium returned when I stood on my head.
The matchmaker provided only 6 brides for the 7 brothers. Distributing these girls equitably would pose a dilemma.
The fact that I speak so often with the first-person pronoun is no reason to believe that any of my fictions are necessarily based on my own life.
From time to time, I could feel strange twitches along the outside edges of my eyes.
Out of their dinner table faces marched my relatives, confronting me with their anger over my failure to procreate.
Again and again, I had the feeling that policemen were watching me closely.
Never before had a check from my father bounced on me.
Epiphanies need not be read continuously. There's nothing intrinsic in the work to prevent the reader from jumping around.
Lugging the harp to local concerts took years off her life.
I could tell you that all the incidents recalled here are true, and you might believe me. Were I not to tell you later that all of them are fiction, making you wonder, not unreasonably, whether that latter statement was, in fact, the truth or a fiction. Most men are terrified in their guts of operations that involve their backs, their brains, or their cocks.
It slowly occurred to me that the two of them wanted to make love to me at once. Ooh!
Nothing revealed his megalomania more than his ambition to rewrite, sentence by sentence, in their original languages, the complete works of Goethe, Flaubert, and Tolstoy.
As soon as he heard of his fiancée's financial losses, his love for her waned, no matter how hard he consciously tried to revive it.
All of these stories tell themselves. No introductions or explanations are needed.
The one was 6'5", and the other 4'10". They played basketball as closely as sisters.
Sweet. Sweet. She was so sweet. Sweet.
The house was so large, with so many rooms filled with books, that I could have spent the remainder of my life there, reading every day away.
Everyone calls me the blushing Russian.
In spite of all the physical comforts that money could buy, there was something about her body that she found